Hey, Adam.
What's up?
How many tunes do you know?
About 16.
Okay, you got one more you need to learn, my friend.
Shoot.
Today's your day.
I'm Adam Maness.
And I'm Peter Martin.
You're listening to the You'll Hear It podcast.
Daily jazz advice coming at you.
Coming at you. Pete, today's a big day.
Big day, big day.
Big announcement.
Big announcement, big announcement.
We're going to do that right now, or are we going to save it to the end?
Everything you say, I'm going to say it twice.
It makes it more impactful for sure, but it's very confusing.
It's like a dopio. It's like a double shot of espresso.
We've been talking a lot about espresso lately.
Man, I need some now.
I'm for it.
Yeah, let's just talk about it a little bit now, and we'll talk about it more at the end. We'll give them the details. We mentioned it yesterday. It's You'll Hear It Premium. It's the next level.
Hear It Premium.
It's for lovers of this podcast, not haters of it.
Yeah, people who want to support the podcast, help us grow. We want to do more episodes of the piano. We want to be able to do more transcriptions. Those things take a little more time than it just you and I sitting here in front of the mics talking about our favorite tunes, which is also very cool. And by the way, we'll always have the regular old You'll Hear It that you've come to know and love, the free podcast.
The free version for cheapskates is what we're going to be calling it from now on.
Don't shame them. But it is true.
No, you're right.
We want to be able to do more substantial things, more like really dig into some of these things. Yes. And to do that, we're asking for help, and we're hoping that we get some support.
Yeah. We're going next level. We're excited to announce this. It's actually available today. If you're super early bird and you jump on, it may not quite be, but go to you'llhearit.com. You'll see it very shortly, and you can sign up as a charter member. So we'll tell you some more at the end of that. But first, we are talking about what, sir?
17 tunes you gotta know.
You gotta know. I wrestled with 7 or 17 or 77. Really, we could come up with 77, maybe even, I don't know about 777. 117, 217.
I could do 117. Yeah, probably.
But these are tunes.
I wouldn't know all of them.
Right. But these are tunes you got to know just to be. Maybe we should have qualified it, but we like the shorter title. 17 tunes you got to know to call yourself a jazz pianist, right?
I would say, yeah. I mean, these are the tunes that you want to know going into a jam session. You want to have all these at your fingertips, as they like to say.
Yeah.
When you go to the session, so that you can go up there, call it something that you know everybody else is going to know, and be confident in it. And, a lot of these tunes are the tunes that other people who are just learning this music are getting into as well.
Yep.
Some of these are harder than others. Some of these are super easy. Some of these are really challenging, but they're all worth your time right now. And if you don't know all 17 of them,
shame on you.
No excuses. Fill in the gaps. Make sure that you don't get called out at the session. I am not a tune hound. Me
neither.
There are some New York jazz pianists that know gobs and gobs of tunes.
Bill Charlap comes to mind.
Oh my gosh! Like some of these
hovering over me
can play every tune and every verse and every intro and you know what I mean.
And
every
story
key
about it. Yeah, Christian McBride.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of respect for those players, but these are not even that. These are just like the bare minimum to get in there.
And we tried to kind of hit tunes over, sort of geographical boundaries for, as you said, like jam sessions. You want to know these going into a jam session, but we didn't want to do, every city, which I love this. I love regionality.
For sure.
Every city kind of has its own jam session tunes, and I'm always surprised how, like in New Orleans, for like the modern jazz players, when I was coming up there, every minority was like a standard. And I remember going somewhere and cats were like, I don't really know like everybody.
Yeah.
Guys would know minority before they knew so what. Like you had to know minority.
Yeah.
And then I think I came back here and I called like minority. And I'm like, I don't know it. I was like, what? So that's kind of cool, those things. But we tried to avoid those kind of tunes. Yeah, like we really hit ones that are like international jam session tunes.
Here in St. Louis, Beatrice is a popular entry-level tune.
Right.
That you go to other places and not everybody really knows
Yeah,
it that
New Orleans
well,
people are like, I mean,
Beatrice, it's funny how that works.
Yeah.
What's not on our list, just before we get super deep into it, but has been called a lot in the jam sessions I've been to this year is Strasbourg Saint-Denis. The Roy Hargrove tune.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
It is cool.
It's very cool.
Right, but you couldn't really go in a jam session anywhere and be like,
people have been calling it, man.
Oh, they have been calling it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I think it's just easy enough that it's like,
Wow.
People kind of know it.
That's cool. But that's not going to make this list.
No, not at all.
Great tune, but not going to make this.
Anyway,
this is really like...
That was an aside.
Yeah, like let's say you can play jazz, but you're like, I don't know any tunes. I don't know how that'd be possible. I only know like 5 tunes. And or like say you want to know, and we do get this question like what and how should I expand my repertoire? So there's so many different directions to go with that, but this would be like if you don't know, like say you know 15 out of these 17.
Yeah.
You know the next 2 that you got to learn. Plus we got a bonus too.
By the way, I will say this too. If you don't know the melodies to this tunes, piano players and bass players, you got to learn the melodies to all these.
You don't know
it doesn't count if you don't know the melody.
How?
So learn the melody. All right, let's go. We got 17. We got to keep it moving.
Okay, first Autumn Leaves.
Classic.
That's a classic. Look, just know it. And this one you got to know in a couple different keys because the singers like to do it.
I mean you got to know it in every key.
But you got to know it in every key. Yeah. But
E minor and G minor.
Yeah, for sure. Those are big ones. And then you have to know it in French and English. No, you don't.
If you're a singer, you might.
But yeah, not a hard tune, but definitely know it.
All right, number 2 is Miles Davis's Solar. This is really a variation on a blues.
Yeah.
It's 12 bars, and it's super, super fun to blow on.
Is it Solar or Solar?
I don't know. Everybody says Solar, but it's written as Solar.
Right. And was it actually written by Miles Davis?
That's what it says in the real book, so it must be true.
There you go. We do not endorse the real book.
All right, number 3.
Podcast. Number 3 is A Night in Tunisia.
Oh,
now, this one I kind of put in, you wouldn't, some people would sneer at this being called a jam session. I don't know why. But if it is called, you got to know it.
For sure.
You got to know it, I would even say.
Yeah.
And learn the... We're like in sync. Let's see if we can say it together. Learn the... interlude. Yeah, exactly.
And if you're a pianist and a bass player, learn the part. Like learn the ba do da bo da do ba and learn the
exactly. Totally. So basically learn the tune.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Number 4 is All of Me. Classic again. Some basic changes that are really hard actually to make sound good.
All of me. Why don't you take all of me? Not my favorite tune.
That's
not
my favorite either.
But you got to know it.
You got to know it.
You got to know it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Number 5, Body and Soul.
I love this tune.
I love this tune
Beautiful
too.
tune.
Overplayed, but
for sure.
And not always played well. But yeah, you got to know this one. I mean, if you were to get up at a jam session and somebody called this and you couldn't play it, you might get laughed off the stage.
It's true.
Isn't that right?
It's true.
And it's not a simple tune. I mean, it's not hard, but it's not super simple.
It's not for the pure beginner. It's in D flat. The bridge changes keys. The melody, there's some tricky, like if you do the changes kind of with the diminished stuff can be tricky, but man, worth knowing. I think it's a beautiful tune. It's if you already kind of know it, you should probably learn like the the Coltrane version of it, because that gets called sometimes. Yeah, well, let's say like let's do it like Train.
Yeah.
Know those changes, know those how they made it their own. That's a good version.
Good.
Okay, number 6 is Green Dolphin Street. Again, learn the intro. The Miles version is of course the famous version, but pro tip on the Green Dolphin Street.
Yeah.
Those first 8 bars where it's the pedal.
Yeah.
For pianists. Stick to the triads.
That's right.
See if you can stick to the triads. Don't try to do a fancy D flat. I want a D triad over C.
Yep.
I want a D flat triad over C.
Well, and especially if you know the melody, that's going to kind of be your clue there. This is another good one to learn, at least, learn in all keys, of course.
For sure.
But at least E flat and C, I would say.
Absolutely.
It's feeling like E flat is more common, right?
Around here, it's C.
It's C. Ooh, that's a real book error, I think. Because what recorded versions have been in C?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah. Number 7, we have Softly as in a Morning Sunrise. Now, I was on a kind of actually just sitting in on a gig once.
I picked this one so
I didn't know it.
Tell the story.
I didn't know it.
Yeah.
So
you learned Softly as in a Morning Sunrise.
I learned it on the gig, and then later shamefully went and learned it. But I was young.
Yeah.
I was 4.
You're playing with Marcellus.
4 months.
4 months. Come on.
No, I was like 15 years old, 14. But I mean, that's when you know. And I remember like when he called the tune, he didn't even turn. Like, this is how bad it was that I didn't know it. Winton didn't even like turn to me and say, "Do you know this?"
He just started.
Like, if he was going to do you know what it means to New Orleans? That great battle. You might turn and be like, "Do you know?"
Yeah,
this was like, all right, Softly. This is one of those tunes that it's just called by not a question, by an exclamation. So you got to know it.
Number 8 is All the Things You Are. One of my favorite of these of these tunes in this list because it's so much fun to play.
Stale jam session tunes?
Yeah, no. A lot of these are a little stale
Potentially
jams.
stale jam.
But this one for me is never stale. I think I called it last week on a gig because I just like playing it.
Right.
It's helpful to learn that entire Brad Meldau extended solo piano intro from Live at the Village Vanguard. But you don't have to.
Yeah.
But you should.
I mean, if you want to be like Uncle Adam, go ahead.
No, just kidding. Learn the intro. The famous intro made famous by Bird.
Cool. That's ba-de-doo bang.
Yeah.
That's right. Of course it was Bird. Good. So that's number 10. Now we're on to number 11. Impressions.
Ooh.
Now you added this one. Explain yourself, sir.
Wait, that was number. Hold on. That was number 8.
Oh, number 8. Sorry.
And now we're on to number 9.
Oh, we're on number 9. Ooh, I gave away that was number 11. Number 9 is So What.
Yeah.
I was thinking similar chord changes, if not exactly the same.
Very close.
That's right. Number 9 is So What. Off of the iconic Kind of Blue. Have we ever mentioned that album on this podcast?
A couple
before?
of times.
Have we built this house of cards based upon that album?
It's possible.
I think so.
Again, this is another one. Don't just learn the real book version. If you're a piano player, learn that bass line. Yeah. Everyone should learn the voicings that Bill Evans plays there. It's a great opportunity to like really teach yourself about some jazz theory.
Yep.
In a tune.
Yep. Yeah. Good stuff. Number 10.
Number 10, Stella by Starlight.
Yeah.
Beautiful. This is probably my number 2 favorite of all of these. Standards anyway. It's such a beautiful tune. It's tricky to play.
Yep.
Try to go back as far as you can to get away from the real book changes to know
which are incorrect, I might add.
Incorrect.
Yep.
And and have fun.
Yep, good one. Okay, number 11. Now we have Impressions. This is actually good. Now I'm remembering, and this is definitely a St. Louis jam session tune. There's a lot of places this is frowned upon to call this.
Is it?
On a jam session.
That's funny.
Yeah. New Orleans would have been one of those places where you would have got a lot of rolled eyes. Nothing against the tune or John Coltrane. Just, I don't know, it's part of the kind of culture there. It's like, why are you going to do it with just, 2 chords? But this one, but again, to your point of like learn the original version, the and like kind of the interplay. Yeah, it's D minor, but it's kind of G7 too, and like what you actually hear on that recording. I mean, there's the Live at the Village Vanguard, and Live at Birdland. So many great versions of this with that iconic quartet. But piano players, you got to don't be like, well, I already know the change because I know. So what? Learn the melody.
Yeah, on the original recorded version, listen to what notes the bassist is playing.
Yes.
It's not always just D and E flat at all.
Exactly.
Like there's a lot going on there.
Yep.
Number 12 is Straight No Chaser, our first like straight blues, F blues. It's a great blues head to know.
Originally in B flat though.
Oh really?
By Thelonious Monk. Yes, sir. Miles
feel
Davis
like
kind
a
of
tool.
changed. No. Miles Davis sort of, I don't know if it was because it was easier on the trumpet or whatever, sort of changed it there. But the original recording, and I think Monk always played it in B flat, I believe. It's all good. It's all right. It's okay.
I need some.
Where's the ruler?
Yeah.
Andrew, where's the ruler? All good. So that was number 12.
Yep.
Now number 13, Summertime.
Now,
you got to know this one.
This is a great one.
You got to know this one. I mean, if a singer of any merit or not a lack of merit were to turn to you and say, Summertime. And this you got to know in every key as a piano player.
For sure.
Summertime, A flat.
For sure.
The only question with that is, are they thinking the major key or the minor key? Because it starts in major.
Right.
And
the singers sometimes don't delineate.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Sometimes, never.
Yeah.
Often don't.
You know what's great about Summertime for this list? This is a really great example of, try to learn you can get the sheet music for this and try to learn it as close to that as possible because it's not just a minor blues. Like there's a ton of stuff, even just down to that.
Yeah. Ooh, that sounds like from the original orchestration there. Yeah.
You know what I mean? How great is that though, as opposed to just treating it like a Dorian minor blues or something. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, it's not a minor blues at all, actually. Is it?
Kind of is. It's
bluesy. It's bluesy for sure.
Goes to the 4.
Yeah.
Goes to a tense turnaround. I consider it a minor blues.
That's true. Good. That's 13. So number 14 we have
Cherokee.
This is politically incorrect. So
culturally insensitive.
Totally culturally insensitive. So stay away from the lyrics, but you still got to know it. You know what I mean? You don't have to approve of it, but you got to know it. And this is one that, like the changes really, okay. If you don't approve of the song, don't learn the melody. This is the one tune we're going to let you do that, the words or the melody. Yeah. But you got to learn the changes because there's other tunes based upon it, right?
Dude, I was at a jam session about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I was playing. Trombone player, my friend Jacob Melsha, at Juilliard right now, came home, called Cherokee.
Juilliard.
Came home, called Cherokee an E.
Whoa.
At about 3:25. And
wow.
I was like, bro, I'm never
Get back to New York, sir.
Never talking to you again.
Take your trombone and go back to New York.
That was really fun.
You heard about the trombone?
And he killed it on trombone.
Oh, I bet he did. You heard about the trombonist who left? Well, they went to New York and left his trombone in the back of the car in Times Square. He didn't realize about the crime problem there. Got broken into, and there was 2 trombones left. Okay. You like that one, Andrew?
Wow.
Nope, because you're not listening. Good.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, number 15.
Yep. Sweet Georgia Brown.
Classic.
This is a classic. So this one I kind of added, like, not so much that maybe people are going to call it that often, but if they do, you really got to know it.
Yeah.
And then it's a foundation for, like, you know, a series of different tunes that are sort of based upon those chord changes. And it's just sort of an iconic, I mean, it's not like the blues, but it's an iconic form.
Bright Mississippi,
and a bunch more that I can't even think of now that you just have to kind of know.
Question.
Yes.
Do you have to learn how to twirl a basketball on your finger?
Yes, you do, as you're playing in the left hand.
Okay, I think
Rooted voicings only.
I think I just flipped off the cameras when I tried to
That's okay.
mimic that.
Love you.
Cool.
Cool.
Finally, number 17. We do have a bonus.
You're skipping. Number 16.
Number
sir.
16. Oh,
Yeah,
I
we never go up this high on the numbers. That's
I
why
know.
we're getting off.
Yeah, no.
I can't count. Okay.
Number 16 is Giant Steps.
Okay, now, I noticed you put this. This is one of the most challenging numbers on here. So it could be argued that, do you really got to know it?
I think you got to know it
think
at this
you do.
point.
You're right.
I think
you are right.
I think this wouldn't be the first one you would learn, but at a certain point, everybody has to spend some time with Giant Steps just to be able to get Coltrane changes under your fingers. It's something that's going to come up again and again unless you have it. So just take the time. That's all it takes is time. Just spend some time with it.
Yeah.
And
it's not going to happen overnight, but if you start now, you know, within a couple months or so, you'll start to get a handle where you can at least kind of slop your way through it on a jet. But at least you know it.
For sure.
You might not be able to excel at it. That's okay.
And then you get to be the cool cat that calls it on the jam session.
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, you got.
And then you can vibe everybody who doesn't know it.
That's right. You can be like, I'm laying out at first, but let me hear it.
Yeah.
All right, number 17, our final. Well, we do have a bonus that I'm excited about.
Yeah.
But number 17 is another tune that I think is really tricky, but I kind of wrestled with. But yeah, you got to know it. Round Midnight.
I think so.
Also known as Round About Midnight by Thelonious Monk.
I took too long to learn this one for sure, and got caught out a couple times.
Right.
But
were you bearded by the time?
No, I don't think it was bearded.
Sans beard. Senza beard or sans?
Pre-beard.
Pre-beard.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that wasn't too long then.
No, but it was long, and I should have known it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it's a complicated tune. There's really 2 main versions of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm such a purist. I always say, you know, learn the Monk version. I remember
which is in B flat.
No, it's the same key, but it's like very different. It's got the intro. The changes are different.
Yeah,
you know, Miles really changed it up, and but you know, I used to be the one who would like go to the jam session if somebody called, even if I called around midnight, I'd start forcing through the Monk change, and the bass player's looking at me like, you're playing it wrong. I'm like, no, I'm more dogmatic than you. I know the correct.
I'm righter than anybody.
I know.
Yeah,
and then I finally gave up on that. I'm like, okay, I pretty much assume unless I hear somebody going with the correct, what I consider the correct changes, I don't force it on them. If they don't know it, they don't know. But it's best to learn both of them, so you have that flexibility.
Well, I love this, man. You know, it's great to kind of to codify this for us. And
it's great because you know all these tunes. Of course, it's great.
It feels good for me. It feels very validating.
Mission accomplished. But like I said, like we said at the beginning, you know, we could really expand this certainly to 100 tunes that you got to know. So just start here. If there's a couple that you don't know, I mean, grade yourself. You know, grade on a curve, but a self curve.
Think of it this way: if you go to a jam session and someone calls Straight No Chaser an F, you can shame them and be like, "Oh, you're not playing the original changes." Because I'm going to do that.
What are you, in Adam Maness's band or something?
I'm going to do that tomorrow night at the jam session. I'm going to go call it when they start playing an F. Be like, "What up, man?"
Yeah.
Anyway, so before we get to our bonus, though, let's talk about our exciting launch.
Our exciting news today. You'll hear it premium.
That's right.
And we have a very special. This is only for our listeners.
Of course.
So if there's anybody listening that's not a listener, please leave the room right now. Well, I guess you'd have to be a listener, right?
I think everybody who's
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have a charter member special, highly discounted, and what we're looking to do is to kind of reward our longtime listeners, those that have been there for a very limited time, you know, to be able to join us at this very special rate. And if you go to you'llhearit.com, you'll be able to see all that, the beautiful information and what it comes with. But what this is going to be kind of a recurring membership, and what we're going to be giving you is all the regular episodes, but we're going with the bonus episodes. Why don't you tell them a little bit about those?
So the bonus episodes will be episodes all recorded at the piano, all thoughtfully produced. I mean, they're essentially lessons. Like they're essentially lessons on either very specific jazz piano things or very specific jazz concepts, improvisational concepts, voicing concepts, arranging concepts, things that we can actually, nuts and bolts things that we can actually document with things like notation, which we will have available on many of those.
Yes.
And worksheets and things like that, so that you're actually getting something that you're able to take with you from this silly podcast.
Yeah, and that's exactly. And we'd had a lot of requests from those, and we've only been able to do them intermittently, but we're going to be able to do more of those for you. That's going to be at the premium level. And then full access to the archive. So, it's kind of limited in terms of the Apple and some of the other podcast systems in terms of how many episodes going back. And we'd had a lot of questions about certain episodes. And when we went back and realized, we're like, wow, that's already before the last 300.
Yeah.
That's there.
Yeah,
so,
we're creeping up on 500.
Exactly. So coming in at the premium member level, you'll be able to get full access to the entire archive. And so that's coming very soon if it's not there already.
The ongoing archive. So, archive. As you only get access to 300, the latest 300, which is, less than a year.
Yeah.
We've been around already for, over that.
Yep.
So as we make more and more episodes and the archive gets bigger and bigger, you'll have constant upgraded access to that archive.
Yeah. And there's a bunch of other things. We're starting. We already have a great community thanks to you guys, to our listeners and our viewers. So we're going to kind of just tighten that up, or not even tighten it up, just sort of have a place for everybody, all the fans of the show, to be able to interact with us, and maybe even Andrew, our wonderful producer, as well. On our community side, we're going to have some exclusive Q&As that'll be a lot easier to manage with a smaller number, some early access to episodes, behind the scenes stuff. We're going to do some random giveaways. I'm excited about those. I got some good ideas there.
There's also the private Facebook group, which we've had for years, the Jazz Piano Studio. And it's really popular. I'm posting in there all the time. You post on there sometimes, where we post videos we answer video questions. It's a really popular thing. This is would be by far the most affordable way that you would get access to that Facebook group.
Yes, exactly. And that's instant access, right? As soon as they sign up for You'll Hear
There's
Premium,
a button right there. Yeah.
And then Speak Pipe Hotline. If you want to ask a question, this is going to be the way to do it, because we're kind of getting inundated. Not in a bad way.
No. We love the Speak Pipes.
Yeah, but we don't want to only do Speak Pipe, and so we're going to kind of limit that to the premium people. So if you want to do that, definitely consider signing up. And, it's $10 a month. It's the Charter Member Special. Is super exciting because it's just $5. So if you sign up, within the next few days, you'll be able to come in at that level and stay there forever. You'll be grandfathered.
I've always wanted to do this. $5 is less than I spend on my cappuccino every morning. And that's the truth.
Yeah, it actually is. So anyway, we hope you'll join us. And we're really excited for this next stage. And as we said, if you want to stay on just as a regular listener or viewer on YouTube, no problem. We're not going anywhere. But if you want to step it up a little bit, support us and what we're doing here, and also get some, you get a discount on swag. We're going to have some swag giveaways, too, for the You'll Hear It Premium. That's what I'm really excited about. We have some new things that you don't even know about, that you might not even own. So you might want to be part of that giveaway, my friend.
Yeah, I don't get swag for just being a co-host of the podcast.
Well, you will. Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, so let's get to our bonus. So go to you'llhearit.com to sign up.
You'llhearit.com. Sign up for You'll Hear It Premium. And not only you supporting this podcast, making sure that we can keep going, keep doing better and better things, but you get access to all this great stuff. I'm excited, man.
Yeah, me too.
It's exciting.
Me too. So we have a bonus of our 17 tunes. So this is actually number 18. And the reason I wanted to do this one, the bonus is I Got Rhythm.
Ooh.
Now, this is a funny kind of bonus because normally people don't call this.
No, almost never.
And when it is, this is another one that would raise some eyebrows. But the reason I said it's a tune that you got to know is that you just learned 35 tunes, right? How many? Yeah. Are you going to go through all 35? We don't have that kind of time, man. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, you're learning a bunch of tunes, and it's just like learning a blues or whatever. But
wait, that was straight no chaser and B flat? I just played.
Oh, that was good. That's what I said. It was a blues.
Ignore that.
Do you know I Got Rhythm? It's got the little funny tag thing.
I mean, I could sing it. I can honestly say I've never played it.
Yeah. But this is the only one on here that you got to know it. You're probably never going to play it because it's not going to get called, but it's going to be good that you do know it. You've learned a whole bunch of other tunes, and you understand a big sort of faction that's needed to be known.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, till tomorrow.
You'll hear it.
Non-premium.